Okay, as you know, I try to maintain the most high quality standards here at the Crazy Car Shop. And for some strange reason, my camera pooped out at 4 gig, and I have an 8 gig card in it. So I don't know whether I upset the camera. But anyway, you like my glasses? These are another little vintage element that I found. I think I look pretty rad. Pretty rad. So let's get started on what will be now part 2 of the Lexus water pump deal. Where was I? Oh yes, the 12 millimeter bolts on the driver's side. So we were concerned. We were concerned with this idler pulley here, the tensioner, whether or not we're going to be able to get the water pump off with that pulley kind of in the way. So can I get my wrench on that lower bolt? It don't look like it. It don't look like it. Okay. So we're going to have to take the pulley off. All right, we're going to take the pulley off. Let's see. Now, let's see here. I'm becoming quite skilled in filming and working at the same time. Let's see if we can do this. This other doodad's in the way, though. Yeah, it's in the way. Okay, I need another tool. Let me show you real quick what I do with my camera. This thing, I love this thing. See, look at this. Just a 1-inch EMT, about a foot long, and then that's the gizmo that. It's awesome. I love it. I love it. It's nothing to it. No moving parts to break. Yeah, I'll make you one for $39.95 shipped. Let me know. What was I after? Oh yeah, tool. So we're going to use this 3/8 flex-headed dealy bobber ratchet thingamajigger. All these technical terms, I don't want to confuse you guys. Dealy blobs and thingamajiggers. And we're going to work on this pulley here. We're going to try to get this pulley off. I've got to shift gears here. Okay. So you know what? Oh, I bet you. I'll bet you. Ah, okay. Right on the front of the bolt. I'll show you. See, I just learned me something. I think I discussed this before. In this particular case, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey does not apply. It's righty-loosey, lefty-tighty. You like that? It's a little stiff. Righty. Okay, I'll show you. This is something to be aware of. So it's a left-handed bolt that holds this pulley on. And it says L. Got into this before. Normally, like there's like usually on left-handed nuts and bolts and stuff, they cut like little grooves in the flats for the wrench to kind of signify that it is a left-handed dealy bobber. But in this particular case, they put a big old L. It doesn't mean loser; it means left. Okay, now we can access these other bolts. Yes, we can. And it looks like there's only 2 of the, no, there's 3. 3 of the 12 millimeter units on here. Okay. So again, my little speed wrench thing really works great. I normally don't use air tools. I don't know. They're quicker, yeah, but you gotta fight airlines and that sort of stuff. I just don't like all that wee, 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 wee. I like the hands-on feel anyway, you know. I like to feel the torque of the bolts and the whole dynamic of wrenching. You know what I mean? So it looks like these bolts are going to be the same length as these other bolts here. So there's no worry on this particular vehicle of different length bolts. Now, I think I have it all off. I think I got all the bolts out. I think. Oh, well, okay, let's see if we can, I didn't see one. There's a hidden bolt. Okay, we're gonna go upside down. I don't know if you can see that or not. This bolt right there. Can you see it? Will it focus? I don't know. I probably gotta play with camera settings or something, but yeah, there's a bolt, another bolt there. 12 millimeter. So there's 4 on this side and 5 on the other side. I think I got it because it's starting to leak fluid now. So I think I've got the last bolty out. And we're gonna have a water pump in hand. And it's just a matter of just reversing the procedure. They didn't have this one in stock at my parts store, so I'm gonna have to wait a couple hours to get it. Meanwhile, you can do stuff like, you know, clean the gasket surface. I don't know this. Let me see. All right, and then in some respects, got a lot of fancy camera action. You can using a brass hammer, kind of tap the water pump with the hammer to kind of break the seal. I think I got all the bolts out now. May have one more. Let me look around. Oh yeah, look at that. Aha! Okay. There is a the water outlet there. See that? This elbow here. There are 3 10 millimeter. Well, there's 1 nut and 2 bolt 10 millimeter. You gotta take that whole housing off of there. And yeah, I gotta put a thermostat on this anyway, so let's go ahead and work on that. Yeah, I went online and saw a picture of this thing. I forgot about that, so we gotta take that loose. Let's finish getting the pump off. Let me see. This will be the 10 mil nut right there. 10 mil bolt and 10 mil bolt. Okay. And I'll just take the socket off of the ratchet and use it as a twisty tool. Yeah, twisty tool. Okay. Neat part about working on these late model cars is they're not all rusted up and they don't have a lot of miles on them, so they're not all corroded with grease and everything else. So pretty nice. Oh, it looks like I got another. It's not a problem, but another discovery, bolt discovery here. And I'll show you that in a second. I hope this all comes out focus-wise, so you can see. So there's the underside of that deal. And then I noticed this whole, because this whole housing's got to come off. It's your water inlet for the radiator cap, upper radiator hose, bypass hose, lower hose, all that kind of crap goes into that one big honking unit. So let's go ahead and take off the upper hose. Now, let's talk about spring clamps. Spring nuts, not after winter clamps, they're called spring clamps, or these type of clamps here, these right here. And that can be a real pain in the butt. And I've seen some tools out that's, you know, supposed to assist in that, but they're all whack. Take a pair of old cheapy slip joint pliers and weld yourself a couple of just pieces of 3/16 whatever flat bar, put a little curvy in it, and then you got the ultimate spring clamp tool. Check it out. Right there. Another tip me, buddy the pooch man. All right, let's get this hose off here. Okay. Well, just for the sake of ease of access, I'm gonna go ahead and just take the whole hose off. Just take the whole hose off. Okay. And I guess the green stripe designates radiator, and the white stripe designates engine. And yeah, we'll go ahead and take this overflow off too. Take it all off. Take it all off. Okay, I'm trying to do this one-handed. Okay, okay. More tools. More tools. So as you could tell, that upper radiator hose was a little non-cooperative. So I'll show you when to use that. This one here, this bypass hose, I'm gonna give it a little twist here, see if that'll break it loose. Give it a little twist. Pull it out off of that. Okay, take the cap off and just lay it off to the side. This here is it's supposed to be for a cotter pin removal tool, but I use it to break the seal when the hoses get stuck. So just kind of work it in the end there and work it around to break the seal. And then your hose is supposed to come right off. Usually these hoses come right off the plastic. Yeah, we do. Okay. Okay, so now getting back to that housing, I noticed another bolt underneath that. Where's it? Well, it's underneath here. So it makes 4 bolts. 4 bolts. Ooh, and I noticed another one. You're learning with the pooch man. Oh, baby. Okay. So these particular bolts are actually longer than the water pump bolts, but so we'll set them aside over there. And there's another one over here. Look at that. So now, and it looks like this housing actually goes to a tube arrangement back there. So there's going to be an O-ring. Yeah, boy. Okay. Okay, she's loose. She's loose. She's loose as a goose. Looks like I'm going to have to go ahead and just take those other deals off. So you get another spring clamp here. That's for the water line that goes back down the runs along the underneath the intake phlegm chamber there. And we got this little, I'm not sure if this is a bypass hose or a vent hose or what. Alright. So we'll give them each a twist. Give them each a twist. That'll twisty there. Come on. Twisty there. Okay. And that one should pop right off. Yes. This one should pop right off. Probably gonna get some coolant out of there, no? Okay. Alright, so that's off. Oh, it looks like we got some more about on the back side there. Okay, well, we'll just rip this thing apart.
Forget about it. All right, a couple more hoses back here. We'll use our spring clamp tool. This one may not, let's see. You have to use just a needle nose for that one. No, that'll work for there. And will that work for there? The one, I'm the pooch man, the one-handed mechanic. Oh baby, oh baby. Hey, maybe I should have put my swag lights underneath the hood here so I could work under swag. All right, so we're going to give these two a twist. Give these two a twist. Should be able to just tug that off of there, no? There. I know what it is. Okay, a screwdriver. Oh, look, first injury of the day. First injury of the day. Okay, price just went up. Stupid camera just went off again. I guess because if you don't touch it or something, it goes, oh, I'm not being used. I'll just shut myself down. Stop it. Stop it, Canon. Okay, so this will be a continuation of part 2. I don't want that little bugger to come off of there. Maybe I don't have the clamp off all the way. Maybe the clamp is just on the end of it and it's... Yep, that's what it was. That's what it was. Okay, now what do we got? Now what do we got? That one there, that one there, that one there. So I think what's hanging now is the O-ring. I think. All right. A bolt there, a bolt there. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down. And I think it's hung on the O-ring. Yeah, it's stuck on the O-ring, that's all. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we're going to take this housing off here. And we're stuck on the little O-ring there. There's a tube there. And yeah. So you take that mess off there, and the thermostat is in this housing here. We'll take that. I'll take that apart, Shay, because this gentleman wants his thermostat replaced too. Usually a good idea. So now, look what I've discovered. Now that I've got that housing off, there's another bolt back here for our water pump. So this should be the final bolt, and we will have water pump in hand. Okay. So it's got a few little twists and turns, but basically I'm just using, you know, and that's, so that one there is a short little bolt that goes with that arrangement there. So that was our only oddball bolt. So there we have the water pump. There you go. And that's what it looks like, water pump-less. You got all your water cavities in there and whatnot. The area that you want to make sure you get good and clean is the gasket surface, and it looks really good. So let's take a look at what the gasket they had on there. And you could see it was leaking out of the little weep hole there. The weep hole. Let me spin it. Oh yeah, hear that? Listen to that. Listen. So it was making this rumbly noise. Oh, so here's the gasket, and the looks like a transfer plate. So it's all pop riveted together. So it looks like that's going to come with the that'll all come with a water pump. This transfer plate and the two gaskets. So sweet, and yeah, I'm leaking good. So yeah, you're not without a little bit of injury on this job. I'll usually charge an additional $75 for any bloodletting. So there you have it. So now we wait for water pump. But while we're doing that, let's get into this thermostat replacement. So once you get this big ol' honking housing off, excuse me, and you don't have to replace. You don't have to take all this off if you're just doing the thermostat. You just got to take the bottom hose off. All right, hang on a minute. Let me put the camera underneath my arm. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. 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 Now, normally, as long as I can remember, I've always sort of had to figure out how to do stuff by myself because I usually didn't have any help, or I couldn't get anybody to come immediately to help me because I can't wait. I'm a very impatient person. And when I ask for help, I want it right now. Why aren't you here yet? But generally, I don't have anybody around, so I have to figure out how to do things by myself. So this whole camera deal is kind of interesting, and I guess it's working all right because I'm not getting any complaints or hate mail. So yeah. There you go. So there's the housing, just comes right off, and there's your thermostat. Oh, that's what he was saying. Okay. Yeah, they were saying that the thermostat comes with the housing. So it was like 40 some odd bucks. So yeah, that's why that's so expensive. That's kind of weird. I wonder if you could, I guess you could, I suppose you could take the, why couldn't you twist that thermostat out of there? I bet you I could. I bet you I could. Let me put it in a vise. Now this housing's plastic, so if you're gonna do something like that, don't. I'm sideways. So if you're gonna do something like that, don't squeeze too hard, otherwise, cracky, bye cracky. All right, so wonder if I could just take and push that. Yeah, look at that. What have I got that I can? Oh, I know. Needle nose? No, not big enough. Not big enough. How about these needle nose right here? These long ones? These things are dope. You guys need to get a pair of these. These are the long ones. Very useful. All right, so I should be able to push it down, twist it, and release the thermostat? No? Yes? Oh, baby! Poochman does it again. So there you go. There's your thermostat. I guess that would be a thermostat element. And this would be the housing. So you can release the thermostat element from the housing. So yeah. Because I got a quote on two prices. The other day I quoted the job, and the guy quoted me, let's see, $13 for a thermostat. And then today it was $46 for the thermostat and housing. So when I go pick up the water pump, I'm going to see if I can get just the thermostat and reuse the housing. But I could see how you could probably use the housing if it got overheated or cracked or broken or something. But that one's is like, it's pretty cherry. Okay, I don't know if you guys want to see it reassembled. That'll be difficult one-handed. But pretty much just reverse the procedure and put it back together. Pretty straightforward. I'm into it now, what? Half hour, 40 minutes maybe, and probably 15 minutes of that was farting around with the camera and all that kind of crap. So yeah, Lexus GX350 water pump. Don't be fooled. It's a piece of cake. It's cake. So I guess I'm gonna be signing out from the Crazy Man Workshop because I'm gonna go take me a nap and wait for my water pump. Be see you, peoples. Be see you.